Locus Non Consequensia, or Location of No Consequence, is a project designed to draw attention to places which are generally overlooked or not considered to be of much value or importance. So, why have I bothered to do this? Well, perhaps to demonstrate something about the creative life, something we perhaps share with scientists, that every square millimetre of space is infinitely fascinating, various and unique. And through the simple act of isolating an area with a frame, we can confer significance just through the act of attention, consideration and regard. Wordsworth said there was a whole universe in a single stone. That was the poet's sensibility. He shared that with much of Eastern philosophy. A veneration of the insignificant, of the random, of things not assigned, programmed or prescribed through the usual hierarchies of importance. These are the places we now need to consider, the invisible other spaces, basically the rest of the world. I started looking into the process of randomly selecting places with no particular regard to these hierarchies some time ago. They were unintended and in a way accidental drawings of things I had not originally considered worthy in that traditional sense. This was the genesis of the Locus Project, to actively pursue an idea based on unintentionality. For much of my life in the arts, I've been motivated by our relationship with the environment and a fundamental need to find some compatible and sustainable coexistence with it. We have the capacity to destroy so much and so easily, yet what is needed is an intensely personal rapport at the most elemental level. Wordsworth's stone, a handful of earth, or an understanding of how much energy is required for one human breath. The project was revived recently when a group of high school students attending an art excursion to the Broken Hill area enacted the first Locus event on a rocky hillside at Fowler's Gap. The students were each assigned a number and formed a circle. Numbers were then read out randomly, and a given number of paces and directions were also randomly assigned. The place where they finally ended up was then marked out as 1 square metre, and the students then made what they could from within that square metre. The Locus Project will have its first public airing with the Manly Arts Festival in Sydney. We set the perimeter within the Manly district using Google Earth and a random number generated to locate 10 possible positions. These were presented to the curator and a location was chosen. A cast-iron frame was made and will be placed on the designated spot. A dedication ceremony will take place there on Saturday the 9th of September at 2:30 p.m. It will involve readings, poetry and music performed by various contributors. Everyone is invited. We'd love to see you there. A location of no consequence is, of course, ironic. The project is really an attempt to celebrate and acknowledge our whole physical environment. After all places of no particular importance make up the greater proportion of the world, and the celebration of one randomly chosen place symbolises all such places.